Hello and welcome everybody to another Coleman's on camera video. Today we are here with our first of many renovation projects. This is Operation Kitchen. So in today's video you're going to basically see our old kitchen get ripped out, have the brand new one fitted, and yeah, we're really excited for it. So let's get going. So, here we are with my kitchen design. Before we actually bought the house, we took a few measurements using a laser measure. Now this software that we're using here does all the walls in 90 degrees, so there are a couple of measurements that aren't that accurate, and because of that, the actual kitchen itself, as we look at this, also isn't too accurate, but I've measured it in reality again, and everything does fit. So if we look at the actual kitchen area specifically, this is my intention. So I've always been a fan of blue kitchens, especially with a nice white marble kind of look, nice white tile on the wall as well. But there's something about this kind of colour scheme that screams colour but without being too much in your face. So the blue, the dark blue and the black kind of give it quite a nice cold look, but then with the whites and the brass it adds a little bit of warmth, I always think. So that was kind of my first style option. And then the actual kitchen that we've got at the moment obviously doesn't really have anything like a breakfast bar or anything that's too overly advanced, but I thought because of the size of the room, I thought that it could benefit from having this kind of this breakfast bar. Obviously it doesn't come out too far, you can sit 2 bar chairs comfortably underneath that, and yeah, I feel like it would work really, really well. This little space that's here, I feel like having quite a large fridge freezer, which obviously we've now purchased, as well as a couple of units to store some more stuff, whether it's food, alcohol, plates, whatever you want, it'll kind of work really well. Now, originally in this area, these were going to be 1 metre high, but towards the end of just before we bought this actual kitchen, I realised that the boiler was actually a little higher than anticipated, and the regulations state that you have to be able to gain access to the boiler for safety regulations, when it needs to be serviced, stuff like that. And with a 1 metre unit in, it would go too high and it'd affect all the pipe work, and yeah, you couldn't really service it, so we sacked that off. There's a lot of, it's showing kind of a lot of appliances on here, but obviously a lot of these we're going to be using ourselves, apart from the extractor and the hob. They're going to be new. Brass tap, black sink, so that'll look really, really nice as well. But now, intention over here is just to have our dining solution, and then obviously something on the wall, whether that's a picture or a clock or something like that. We'll see what happens later on. But yeah, so if we take another in-depth look at the actual kitchen more specifically, so it's going to go washing machine, dishwasher, kind of drawer system for your cutlery, utensils, that kind of stuff. Little corner solution underneath the sink for storing cleaning products, whatever you want. We're going to have a pull out either side of the oven for herbs, spices, pasta. Obviously we love to eat pasta, so that's going to probably be stored there. One thing that we didn't get in our old kitchen is like a drawer underneath the oven, so we're getting a nice drawer under there. Another kind of corner system with like some pull out unit in there, tumble dryer, and then some shallow depth units for maybe George's stuff, and obviously they're going to be shallow depth for the breakfast bar to work, and then obviously a couple of wall units, extractor fan, and yeah, that is pretty much the kitchen. So let's order it, let's see what happens when it arrives, and yeah, hope it gets fitted to how it looks on here. First thing we've had to do is empty the kitchen, and of course that means turning the lounge into a bomb site. So, update number 1, the kitchen and flooring has been ripped out. That's where the leak was, so obviously you can see the flooring is quite damp, so we need to try and let the air kind of get to that just to dry it out. That is obviously where the units were. It's weird, absolutely weird seeing it with no tiles, no flooring. Looks like a completely different place. So the boiler's been left exposed. That's where the old extractor was. Obviously you can see the outline of it. Tiles are taken off the wall. The hob looks like it's been burning the back of the blooming wall. Lots and lots of intriguing things. Hopefully they're going to rip the windowsill out so that they can tile over that. The fridge has also just been moved, just temporarily. There's some other little bits and bobs, and yeah. Update number 1 is looking pretty good. So as it stands, all the rubbish has been left in the garden. This skip is what that waste is going to be going into.
Look at these two. This is blue, and this.
Kitchen deliveries here. At last, the flooring has arrived, and our kitchen units, our kitchen doors, drawers, and appliances are all ready to be fitted very, very soon. So the first part of basically when you get a new kitchen, or should I say when you have no kitchen, is using your bath to fill up the washing up bowl to wash all the pots in the bath. There we go. Pots are all clean. So after day 2, the flooring is officially down, looking very nice. Like the space now, one thing that the fitter was saying is that the room itself, obviously you're not going to be able to tell because of all the boxes and stuff that are in here, but just how big the room looks now that it's obviously continually going all the way through. Something else the fitters have done is they've staggered the lines. So normally you would get line, miss, but what they've done that's quite nice is they've deliberately staggered it, so there's a bit more randomisation, which is good. But yeah, we're having to go and get some skirting boards, because obviously there's no skirting boards at the moment. Obviously we're going to give it a good clean once it's all finished, but hopefully very soon we'll have a brand new kitchen to enjoy and cooking. So it's been a couple of days since I last did an update, so you're probably going to see quite a big difference here from the previous video. But this is kind of all that's left in terms of the boxes and stuff. Before we had boxes that were just piled high full of flat pack stuff, but now all the boxes have been kind of sorted out. Also, there's still a few little bits to look at in a minute, as you're going to see, but this is what they have done so far, and I must say, it looks mega. All the base units are near enough in place. Some of them do need supporting to like the ground and to the walls and stuff, but it's looking absolutely phenomenal. Currently there's no power and water to any of the appliances or sink or whatever, so we need to get obviously all that sorted. The boiler cabinet needs a little bit of manipulation so we can get access to the boiler a little bit better, and we need some boxing just there in the top corner. But yeah, it's looking really good. Obviously tiling as well needs doing. That's going to be done in the next day or two. And then this is the other little section. This will be the tea and coffee station or alcohol area. Again, got to put the door on the top. But no, looking absolutely phenomenal. And hopefully in the next few days this will be completed and we'll have a brand new beautiful kitchen. So the kitchen is officially finished. But as you can see behind me, the boot is filled with cardboard. My seat's full of cardboard. George's car seat's full of cardboard. There's just so much cardboard. But yeah, so we're going to the tip to get rid of the cardboard, and then I'm going to do like a big final reveal of the new kitchen. Let's go to the tip. Well, here we are. I mean, that's a strictly no parking, which is why I've parked here, and some guys parked straight in front of it. But no, paper and cardboard, here we come. And just like that, the car is clean of cardboard. Kitchen is finished, but before we finalise everything, I'm putting something on the wall. What that is, you'll see shortly. Time for the big reveal. Look at that. It's beautiful. Really pleased with it. kitchen is for dancing, of course. Yeah, there's a couple of little bits that we need to obviously fix, i.e. around the extractor, a couple of like little holes from where the old one was. But really pleased with it. It's looking great, it's very clean. Wonder how long that's going to be clean for. And another addition, TV on the wall. Now, the reason why it doesn't look very straight is because we've had to fit George's high chair in. But yeah, it's really good. Obviously rocking the channel just there. Another bit of teething that we need to do. Not teething, another bit of poly filling that we need to do. Same with round here, gonna get some beading to go around there. But yeah, skirting boards are brand new, flooring's brand new, and obviously kitchen is really, really good. Some of my favourite bits include a working dishwasher. Obviously, there's now like power to everything, which is good. Yeah, pop out spice rack for the win. Yeah, windowsill's been done as well with the tiles, which is really, really nice. So that's great. Still a bit more rubbish outside that we need to take to the tip. My hob's in as well, so when I can what's nice though is I can put it on full whack, put them all on full whack, and they don't actually heat up until okay, making some funny flashing icons, so we will ignore that, but no, that works. Working extractor. Vents outside, always best option. And yeah, it's looking good. Boiler is finally modified so we can actually take stuff off. And yeah. Gotta love the pulley out bits. Pulley out bits are the best parts. Yeah. And that's it. All sorted. New kitchen, mission completed. All we've got to do now is get the bathroom sorted, garden sorted, and then we should be pretty much in a position where the house is done. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. That has been Operation Kitchen. Hope you've all enjoyed it. It's been a good outcome, eventually. And, yeah, we'll see you all in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.